Good morning. So it's about 20 to 8 this morning and I'm ready to get my Advents opened up. Now what tea do we have for today? I did drink my chamomile last night. Oh, and the journaling prompt. Come on out. Something you wish you did more often. Travel. I wish I was able to travel more often, that I had the time and the finances to travel all over the world. Anywhere, everywhere, just more travel. So here's the tea for today. It's a chai tea. I'll make that in a little bit and have that this morning. And my yarn, so day 5 for my opal yarn from Purple Circle Yarn Company. Another pretty color. I am just so looking forward to getting started on doing these mismatched socks. They're going to be so much fun. So this is Vincent van Gogh. I thought there was one with that name already. Wasn't that day 1? 5430. I'm going to have to go back and double check and see if that's what the name of day 1 was. The color doesn't look the same. Maybe it's just the same line of yarn. I don't know. I'll be checking it out later. And day 5 in my Chickadee Fiber Arts. Oh, there is a little extra in here. I'll have 2 cups of tea today. So Berry Blossom White. That sounds good. And here's the yarn. That's pretty. I am really enjoying these so far, and I'm excited to see how they all come together in my Ariana cardigan. I will get this one balled up this morning and get going on crocheting my squares this morning. And now let's take a look at my progress from yesterday. My Advent scarf. Day 4 is complete. We're starting to get to see some of the design now. So I'm up to date up to the end of day 4, and the clue for day 5 has come out. I'll get that printed and get going on that this morning as well. Yesterday I also got caught up on my Advent socks. So here's where we are now. I have the first 4 days complete, and day 5 is this gorgeous tealy green color. So I will get going on that today as well. So I was able to get these 10 rows done last night. So I was happy with that, or yesterday afternoon and after I got home from work. So I got caught up there. I'll work on that one while the hubby's doing his treadmill time. We'll be getting to that pretty shortly. And there it is. I did ball up the yarn from day 4, my Chickadee Fiber Art yarn from yesterday. So I have 1 square complete and I still have to do the 2nd square. And then probably today I'm going to sit down and try to work out how many squares or how many of the balls I'll use to make a 3rd square versus how many I'll use to make the triangles and the, let me try that again. I'll see how many of them I'm going to use for making the half granny. So there's some that are just the triangle like so. And then there's some that are just a quarter of a granny square. So just this little triangle area. So I'm going to have to decide how many I'm going to use for each of those. It's starting to look like this might have worked out as nicely as a bit of a fade, but it's not how I'm using it this year. So today's plan, get the 3 rows on the Advent scarf done, get my stripe done on my Freckled Whimsy socks, get one more day 4 square done, and get this caked up and do my 2 squares for this one. And then I'll be caught up. That's good. And I will have a fair bit of time for fiddling around with doing knitting today. So I'll have some time. I'll take some breaks from grading things and get some knitting done. So here's the ink from day 4. This is the shimmer ink. Isn't that neat? Such fun. So I'll be opening up my day 5 ink shortly, and I'll get the swatching done on that. This is why I don't do it on both sides of the page, because sometimes the ink is, I put the ink on fairly thick, especially on that spot, and here it's several layers. It's fine for just regular writing, but doing these guys does leave a mark through to the other side. This has been fun so far. Alrighty, I'm gonna go and get my tea made. I'll start with that one, and then I'll make this one after. This one first, and that one second. And I'll get my tea made, get my yarn balled up, and start working on some granny squares while the hubby's on the treadmill. Alrighty, I'll see you again shortly. A fantastic little roast in the Instant Pot with some gravy. Oh, that roast looks so good. And carrots and potatoes. And some fake wine. Time to eat. Hi everyone. So it's about 6:45 Tuesday night, the 5th of December. I had a nice, quiet, relaxing day. I got a fair bit of knitting done. I got a lot of putzing around the house done. Hubby and I made this fantastic pot roast stew kind of thing. Well, it wasn't quite a stew. This meal in the Instant Pot. It was so good. And now he's gone out. He has a meeting at 7, so he should be back home about 8:30 or so. We're watching the movie Oliver from 1968 or 69, whichever year was that it won the Academy Award. So we watched part of it while the roast was cooking. Then we finished eating, and then we came back and we watched a bit more of it while we waited between supper time till hubby had to leave for his meeting. And we have about an hour left, 45 minutes to an hour left. So once he gets home, we'll watch that, and then I'm going to hit the hay. So I think that's about it. I shall sign off for the day, and I will see you again tomorrow, and I'll show you all the knitting I managed to get done today. Alrighty, catch you later. Bye.